All right, you guys, we're about to get more Helldivers. And with that, on August 26, 2025, it's been officially confirmed Sony is releasing Helldivers 2 for the Xbox Series S and X. So, let's talk about it. Sony published Helldivers 2 gets a shocking release date on the Xbox Series X and S. Helldivers 2 is coming to the Xbox next month, and a shocking announcement that sees Sony publish a game on PlayStation's rival console. It kind of makes sense. They're in the Hurt Locker right now. Right now is a really weird time for the gaming sphere, shall I say. Arrowhead's explosive co-op third-person shooter launches on Xbox on August 26, 2025. A live stream confirmed. Remarkably, that's the same day Microsoft's releasing Gears of War Reloaded on the PlayStation 5. Is this a power move by Sony? They're like, hey, you're going to launch one of your flagship titles for the first time on our platform. You know what we're going to do? We're going to send our live service juggernaut Helldivers over on the same day. In a post on Xbox Wire, Helldivers 2 game director Michael commented on what this launch means for the studio. We know gamers have been asking for this for some time, and we are so excited to bring more Helldivers into our game. Sounds kind of like Microsoft when they were talking about bringing Gears of War over and, you know, all that stuff. This is like remarkable. This is unheard of. We're in uncharted territories, boys. Considering that Microsoft, for the most part, is becoming a publisher now. Sony, of course, has a whole bunch of studios, and they're about to publish Helldivers 2 on the Xbox the same day as Gears of War. We have so much more in store for the future months and years, and the more players we have, the more stories we could tell. The fight for Super Earth has only just begun. This is the part that I'm like, okay, yeah, I can get behind this. Crossplay across all platforms is confirmed, which means PC, PlayStation, and Xbox players will be able to play together. You know what? Let's bring the fight to the Switch as well. Come on. Arrowhead, bring Helldivers 2 to the Switch. We need little Timmy in there. Anyways, Helldivers 2 launched on PC and PS5 in February 2024 and was a rare live service smash hit for Sony. It is the fastest selling PlayStation Studio games of all time, selling an incredible 12 million copies in 12 weeks. I think a lot of that is because it's not the normal $60, $70 price point. It was a $40 price point. And that's ultimately why I dove into Helldivers for the first 2 or 3 months it was out, was because I was like, damn, this is actually a lot of fun. And I bought it the week it launched, and I wasn't even thinking anything of it. I was like, $40 for a game, I'll play it. And I put in probably about 200 hours into it in the first like 2 months. While players' numbers on Steam, which Valve makes public, remains healthy, a year and a half on from the record-breaking launch, the Xbox release will no doubt boost the player pool even further. Still, Helldivers 2 release on the Xbox comes as a big surprise. Sony typically does not release PlayStation Studio games on the Xbox, preferring instead to launch on PlayStation console only and an increasing number of cases on the PC. MLB The Show, developed by Sony San Diego Studios and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment, is an exception and does launch on the Xbox. Because the money at which it costs to get a license, such as an MLB license, they got to do it. They got to make their money somehow. Sony has also recently released Lego Horizon Adventures on the Nintendo Switch, PS5, and PC. Clearly, the age-old walls of console exclusivity are coming down. Microsoft, which only yesterday made a sweeping cut in its gaming business as part of the eye-watering round of layoffs affect over 9,000 staff, which, that's terrible. Like I said, yesterday was a weird day. I haven't even touched on a lot of what happened with Microsoft yesterday because I saw this and I was like, I got to jump on this. The aforementioned Gears of War Reloaded marks the once Xbox exclusive series debut on the PlayStation. Hellblade 2 hits the PS5 in August, and Obsidian's The Outer World 2 releases on the Sony console in October. So what does this mean? I think that Sony, I'm thinking Microsoft. Let's go full screen on my final thoughts, actually. What does this mean for the gaming market in total? I feel that Microsoft and Sony, they've become juggernauts. I mean, they were already juggernauts. And by juggernauts, I mean that they've put so much cash into acquiring studios and, you know, their Infinity Gauntlet and putting Infinity Stones in there, right? To the point where they can't sustain themselves and they have to branch out of what they are known for, whether it's the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox. They got to recoup some of the money for acquiring these studios, and the exclusivity of consoles potentially might be dead, which is insane to think about. And also, another food for thought is the next Xbox is going to be the last Xbox there will ever be. And will they license the Xbox brand out to Asus or fill in the blank and have them basically make consoles for them so that they're not taking on the brunt of, you know, the burden of making consoles? Just food for thought. Anyways, you guys, I want to hear your comments down. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments section down below. Y'all take it easy. Have a great and wonderful day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.